back, everybody. Hope you guys had a good last couple days. We are spraying again. So the last video left off yesterday when we were spraying, and we cleaned up quite a few acres yesterday. I'd say we ended up spraying about 500 acres ish, somewhere in there. And we're really mowing them off today as well. Got somewhat good conditions. It's a little windier than what we want, so we're spraying a lot lower than what we normally would. But we're still getting it on, and it's not drifting very far at all. So let's still go. We're hoping for a rain tomorrow night. Sounds like there's a small chance tonight and a pretty good chance tomorrow night. We're really hoping we get that because we're super dusty. Which we already fired up some pivots. My Uncle Craig is in the little sprayer, and then my dad is out running around between the tender truck and pulling pivots out that are getting stuck and making sure pivots are working because we're watering. So it's a pretty eventful day, to say the least. Which hopefully he comes here pretty soon because I'm about out. Well, we're on our last pass for this field here. My uncle's finishing up a couple of rounds, short rounds right by the pivot. It actually worked out perfect. We were both working towards each other, and we both met right here, and we're only overlapping one row. So that's pretty good for one rig being 36 foot and one being 90. But the wind's starting to pick up a little bit, so we're gonna call our quits after this field here. And we're gonna point it back towards home, park it in the yard. And tomorrow's supposed to be a beautiful day, so we're gonna wait till tomorrow to do a few more fields. Morning, guys. We're back at it again today. It's a nice, beautiful day. Not very much wind at all. Pretty dusty. Never got any rain last night, which the biggest chance is tonight. And I guess if it misses us, we're gonna be firing pivots up like crazy, like all of them, because this field actually got watered once just the other day, and it's already a dust storm. So this field is very hilly. I know you can't see it, but it dips down and then dips down again. And we don't have auto height on our booms. So it's just up to me and these hand controls right here. So I'm getting pretty good at testing out the breakaway booms. Normally don't work Sundays, however we do whenever it gets really cramped and we're short on time, or it's just a busy season, which is right now. We are super swamped and trying to get all the spraying done before the corn comes up. and before we start watering heavy. So we're trying to get everything done. It's a beautiful day. We're not going to miss the opportunity to get these fields done in this area so we can move on to the next ones. And like I said, normally we don't do that, but it seems like green planting, spraying, hilling, and harvest, we do. So I think farming is a very gray area for a lot of people to understand what actually all goes into farming. And it's weird, I was just talking to my sister about this earlier today, and it made me want to bring this point up. And no way, shape, or form am I trying to bash any of the city people, or you know, I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that, so don't think that. I'm just telling you kind of what we see and how we see it. And a lot of that is a lot of city people who aren't around farming, never grew up on the farm or understand farming. And I'm not talking like just a simple little, you know, grew up on a farm, had a few hogs and cows and stuff. I'm talking like actual row crop farming. And a lot of those city people, or people in general who don't know anything about it, don't understand how important timeline is in farming. You know, a lot of people, I think, look at farmers and go, well, you're your own boss. You can take off time whenever you want to take off time. You can, if you don't want to work that day, you don't have to work that day. It's farming way. It's going to be the same thing tomorrow. But in all reality, it's really not. It's a lot more time pressing than anybody can imagine, unless you are a farmer or you know someone who is and you understand it. There's prime opportunities that you have to take when you're a farmer, and when you're in the busy seasons like planting and harvest or spraying, you can't just take time off because you don't want to work or because you want to, I don't know, go bowling or whatever the case is. And I think that is something a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people just look at farmers and go, oh, those are the guys with the nice new pickups, and they work for themselves, and they only work a couple of times a year, and they make a great living and this and that. Well, that's not even close. Like, you're so far off that it's mind-blowing. So, that's all I really gotta say about that. But that's kind of why, one of the reasons why I have this YouTube channel too, is just to kind of show younger generations. I'm hoping to attract younger generations than us, our generation, and maybe even some older generations, to what farming actually all entails, because there's a lot of gossip out there that's not true about us. I think we often get misinterpreted on what farming and farmers actually are, and that's my only thing I want to say about it. It's just, don't believe everything you hear. There's a lot of great YouTube channels out there that explain what farming really is, and I encourage you guys to share those videos with people who might not understand the full farming effect and what it actually entails. And like Ben over at Iowa Farmer, he does a really great job of explaining everything too. Brian's farming videos, Minnesota Millennial Farmer, Welker Boys. All of us, we're just trying to show people what farming really is. we got everything done. We have 1 quarter left and the pivot is stuck and in our way, so we're gonna do that probably tomorrow, but hopefully it rains and then we'll do that a different day. But we're pulling it inside the shed right now, because if it does rain, we don't want to wash all these chemicals off onto my mom's grass, because you make mom mad, then everybody's mad. Just kidding, Mom. Kinda. Are you done? Anyways, that's all I got for you guys on this video. We're gonna go water some cows and check on calves. We have 5 more to calve as of yesterday, and good chance a couple of them are open. So be sure and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.